Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into the source material you sent over about the WolfPad tablet TV control system.
Right, the one that works with the WolfPack HDMI Matrix Switcher.
Exactly. And our mission today, it's pretty focused. Figure out which TVs you can actually reliably turn on and off using that tablet.
Uh-huh.
And the surprising thing really is that it doesn't seem to be about the fancy software. It hinges on one specific kind of old school physical thing in the TV itself.
That's absolutely right. It's funny how much of this modern automation still relies on, well, almost legacy protocol sometimes, the whole remote power thing. It boils down to whether the TV has discrete IR controls.
Discrete IR controls. Okay.
If it doesn't have them, that power on or off function from the tablet, it's a non-starter. Doesn't matter how slick the app is.
All right, before we get to the brands, we probably need to nail that down. Discrete IR versus just standard IR. What's the actual difference for someone setting this up?
Yeah, good point. It's actually pretty simple, but totally critical. See, most regular TV remotes, they use one button, one code for power. It's a toggle. Okay, press it once, it turns on if it was off, or off if it was on.
Exactly, a toggle. But systems like this WolfPad, they need discrete codes. That means the TV must have one specific IR signal just for power on,
Ah.
and a completely separate different IR signal just for power off.
Boo.
Without those separate commands, the system has no way to guarantee the TV's state. Is it on? Is it off? It can't know.
Gotcha. So it can't reliably send just an on-in command if it only has a toggle. Makes sense.
Precisely. So that's the hurdle. Separate on, separate off signals.
Okay, so if that's the absolute must-have, who actually clears that bar? The source materials list of compatible brands, the yes list, it seemed kind of short.
It is surprisingly short, yeah. It feels like it should be more common, but it's often seen as a sort of premium or integrator-focused feature. Costs pennies, but saves headaches.
Right.
So the source confirms only 3 big names consistently play ball here: LG, Samsung, and Sony.
Just those 3, LG, Samsung, Sony. If you've got one of those, the power control via the WolfPad should work.
That's the yes list, according to this document. Wow, okay, then there's the flip side, the nah list. This is where it gets pretty extensive, right? Lots of big names in here.
Oh, yeah. The list of brands where you can't use the WolfPad for that specific on and off command is much longer. We're talking Toshiba, Magnavox, Hitachi, Oppo Sansui.
Okay, older names maybe, but then...
Then the huge ones. TCL, Panasonic, Hisense, Philips, Sharp, Vizio, Insignia, Westinghouse, all listed as incompatible for discrete power control.
Hold on, Vizio, TCL, Hisense? That's a massive chunk of the market right there. People buy those all the time.
Yep, huge volume brands. And it doesn't stop there. The source also calls out the house brands or OEM brands.
Like the ones you see in bulk installs or budget setup.
Exactly. So Walmart's brand, Amazon Fire TVs, Roku TVs generally, ONN TV, those are also specifically listed as lacking the needed discrete controls.
Huh.
And then there's the catch-all. The source explicitly states any other brands not listed should also be assumed to be in the no category for this specific feature.
So basically assume no unless it's LG, Samsung, or Sony.
For the remote power OOF via WolfPad, that seems to be the guidance, yeah. It's clearly aimed at that premium integration market.
Okay, super important clarification needed here, though. If your TV brand is on that no list, what's the only thing you lose? Does the whole WolfPad system become useless?
No. No, absolutely not. And that's crucial. The source is very clear. This entire discussion, this whole yes-no list, it only applies to the ability to turn the TV on or off using the tablet command.
Ah, okay.
All the other standard WolfPad functions, switching HDMI sources, controlling channels if it's a tuner model, navigating menus, all of that should still work perfectly fine, regardless of the TV brand.
Right, so you can still control the TV once it's on, you just can't use the tablet to power it on or off if it's not one of those 3 main brands.
Exactly. It's purely about that initial power state command.
Which leads directly to the practical advice bit. Things change fast in electronics. Brands tweak features. So if someone absolutely needs that remote power on or off, they can't just rely on this list forever, right?
Definitely not. The source strongly recommends, and I'd echo this, if that O1OF capability is critical for your project, you absolutely must contact the supplier. Give them the specific TV brand, the model number if you have it, and how many units you're looking at.
So they can do current research.
Yes, so they can confirm based on the latest info for that exact model. Don't assume. Always verify if that feature's a deal breaker. Hardware knowledge is key.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here? It seems like the Success or failure of what looks like a simple function, turning a TV on or off remotely, doesn't depend on how big or popular the TV brand is.
Not at all. It comes down to these, well, almost hidden hardware details, like whether or not it has those specific discrete IR controls. It's fascinatingly niche.
It really is, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Hmm.
In this world packed with smart devices, Wi-Fi everything, cloud control, how many other seemingly basic features are secretly dependent on these little-known physical hardware compatibilities? What other old protocols are lurking under the hood just waiting to trip up your next tech integration?
That's a great question. Something definitely worth thinking about next time you're planning a system. You never know what legacy requirement might be hiding in plain sight.